right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 3 of Zero Dark.
Nerdy.
The most notorious pop culture podcast in the entire universe. This is your boy Brian, a.k.a. El Nino, and today I'm joined with...
Jordan Brown, a.k.a. USDA Fresh Prime Meat of 2020, baby. Where can I find my sugar mama at?
Village Tavern, Wednesday nights.
And Nicole, a.k.a. Il Mama.
Ryan Saban, Captain Cleveland Browns, Cavs, Indians, CLE, till I die.
Boom.
Let's go.
All right. We hope that you guys all had a fantastic 2019. For those of you still tuning in, we truly, truly appreciate, especially our fans, not just here in this amazing country of ours, but of course across the globe. Picking up new fans every single week, it seems like, whether if it's Germany, Australia, Italy, Brazil, always on the top of the charts as far as analytics go. Thank you so much. Literally from all of us at Zero Dark Nerdy. Big shout out to Matt as well as Jadon. They couldn't make it today, but we are going to kick off.
Oh, yeah.
So goddamn much.
Oh, yes. We love you.
Yes, love those guys. They just could not be here for this day, you know, the recording schedule. That's neither here nor there. Let's just get into it. We're going to be doing 2020 movie preview, so we're going to be talking about films that we can't wait to see, films that we could probably care less about, and then I'll just kind of rattle off a little bit of a list as far as, you know, time frame and when movies are coming out. But we'll go ahead and I will gently hand this over.
I will. I'll set the bar to Ryan Saban.
Am I going first?
You are.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so movies that I'm super pumped about. Just a little bit of an honorable mention. I talked about this on our 2019 movie preview
That you
episode.
did.
Bad Boys for Life comes out in 2 weeks. I was concerned when we did the last year's episode that we wouldn't have time to get it done. Super pumped for Bad Boys for Life. With that being said, yes, I am.
Okay.
Very.
I am too.
That's
Love
fair.
it. I it's cop,
love Bad
buddy
Boys.
cop comedy.
True.
Yeah.
You know,
I love buddy cop.
Who doesn't love Will Smith? Who doesn't
Yeah.
love Martin Lawrence?
There's
Love
not very
Buddy
many
Cop.
of those anymore.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
You know the character that Gabrielle Union plays in Bad Boys 2?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's a TV show now that came out in 2019 where she is that character, Sid Barrett.
I saw that she
Or
was in a
Sid
new
Burnett.
show. I didn't know that it was
Yes.
based on her character in
Yeah,
Bad Boys
so
2.
for all the Bad Boys
I would
fans,
never
don't know the
know.
name of the show, check it out, Google it, you'll figure it out.
Don't know the
Okay.
It's on like
show,
Oxygen or some shit, isn't
television.
it?
Oh my!
I don't
God.
know.
If
I don't
it's on
know.
Oxygen,
So,
What you trying to say?
you know what? Actually, I'm gonna start with the bad.
Do it.
I'm gonna do the movies that I don't give a shit about.
I like it.
Number one is Doolittle with Robert Downey Jr. Motherfucker, dude, listen, I get it. You were on Howard Stern, Robert. I listened to the whole spiel about how you don't want to be just known as Tony Stark. You don't want to be just known as Iron Man. They're going to pay you a lot of money to do these movies for the next couple of years. You're going to make money. They're all going to fucking bomb. Come home as quickly as you can. Okay? We need you.
Yes.
And the other one, the Birds of Prey movie.
thank you.
I really enjoyed Suicide Squad, and a lot of people did not. I thought it was good because of Will Smith. I really like Will Smith.
Yeah.
I thought he was good as Deadshot. I'm not looking forward to the Birds of Prey movie, and that's it.
Yeah,
So,
I like Margot Robbie though as Harley Quinn.
I
That's
did,
it.
but I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if maybe the previews aren't doing it justice. Like I'm sure I will see it,
Right.
but I'm not super pumped.
Listen, your first reaction should be, "Oh my god, the trailers of a DC movie aren't like getting me pumped about the movie." If the trailers aren't doing it for you,
The movie's probably not going to
the
do it.
movie's going to be worse
Yeah, I
than
don't
the
know.
worst.
I
Because
mean,
their trailers are usually great.
DC's got a big year coming up.
Yeah.
You know, I think Wonder
Yeah.
Woman and all that, so I don't want to waste anybody
Yeah.
else's. So the movies that I'm looking forward to, I talked about Bad Boys. Top Gun, the sequel to fucking Top Gun comes out in June. You know, Tom Cruise is obviously back. Maverick's head instructor at the Top Gun Flight Academy. He's training Goose's son, who's played by Miles Teller. I love Miles Teller. I think
do
he's
too.
outstanding. The previews have been good. You know.
Favorite Miles Teller movie.
Whiplash.
Whiplash for
Absolutely.
sure. But there was also a buddy movie that he was in with Zac Efron and Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah!
Which is fucking outstanding. Can't remember the
It wasn't
supposed to have-
Fantastic Four because he was in that with Michael B. Jordan. also.
No. It's a buddy movie with Michael B. Jordan and Zac Efron where they're not supposed to have girlfriends, and then they all start getting in relationships. Google it. It's really good. So Maverick, Top Gun Maverick is my third I'm looking for. Number 2 is Tenet.
Nice.
It's the new Christopher Nolan movie. It comes out in July. It's a spy thriller that mixes in time travel to prevent World War III.
All too real right now.
It feels very sort of Inception meets Dunkirk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got David Washington in it, who is
Denzel Washington's
Denzel Washington's son,
Ricky
but he's
Jarrett
Ricky Jarrett in
Ballers.
He was in the Spike Lee movie
Black
Klansman. So that movie, and then Robert Pattinson's in it too.
Yep.
Get you ready for him next year as the Batman.
Yep.
So Tenet is one I'm looking forward to, and then number 1, look, my list is a little bit of nostalgia based, but my number 1 is. The return of the son of King Joffrey Joffre.
Woo!
Eddie Murphy.
Give it to us.
Arsenio Hall.
Sexual chocolate.
Wesley Snipes.
Tracy
Morgan. Coming to America 2 comes out in December, just in time for Christmas 12/18. I'm super pumped for that. My guess is it's not going to be great.
It's not.
But I will say that the director of My Name is Dolomite is directing this movie. It's really, really good. Wesley Snipes is in that one as well. So I'm surprised.
Watch it.
Are you done with this?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can't steal it. That's my pen. That's my list.
Here you go. It's yours.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, can I write down My Name is Dolomite?
No, you got it. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna
That's
keep
all I got. I have another honorable mention, but I don't want
nombre.
to steal anybody's list, so go ahead.
Mine's super small.
Nicole, what do you have?
Mine is 2.
So, in life, you see
In
movies
life.
and you expect to see movies you never intend to see or you don't see. Look at my blank page. So, I don't really have very many. Actually, I'm going to narrow it down to one movie that I'm looking forward to. I only have one.
Do you, Mama?
And that's Mulan. And the reason why I say that is
it's a good one.
because I really, really loved the Disney version of it. Mm-hmm. And since they've redone some of these movies, you notice that there are certain changes that you can really appreciate. They may not get the appreciation from a lot of people, but I think Mulan is going to be a phenomenal movie. And I can't wait to see that. That is the only one that I'm looking forward to because realistically, I probably won't see any more. And if I do, it'll be by accident.
Or with us.
And with you. Yeah. So if we do a podcast about it, I'm definitely going to watch it. But
Are there any big ones that you've heard about that you're like, I don't give a fuck about that?
pretty much all the ones you listed.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad my list is so
now Bad Boys, I am looking forward
though.
to seeing Bad Boys, though. I do appreciate Bad Boys. That's other than that.
She hates my list.
So
Don't take it personally.
So I do really want to see Mulan. I'm gonna go see Mulan. However, everything I've seen about Mulan makes me think it's not the movie Mulan.
No.
It's not.
Like they made a movie about Balto that's called To Go.
Right. Is that
Like
the one with
it's more relative of Balto, except for I'm pretty sure that the dogs don't talk in the movie. I've done no research on it.
He's waiting for us for answers. Like, I don't know.
As soon as no one answered, I
I
was
think
like,
Willem
"Oh,
Dafoe's in Togo, though, right? That's Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe?
is it not To Go? Like I'll take my meal to go? Togo instead of Balto?
Yeah.
But,
I did hear that Mulan is not going to have Mushu,
it's not gonna have Mushu.
Right.
which is kind of sad.
So it's
'cause-
not Mushu. Okay, so what I've heard, we've all seen the trailers. There is no Mushu in the trailers. And this chair is really about to get it. But there's no Mushu in the trailers. But there is a person listed on IMDb that has no
description.
description. So there might be a Mushu, but I do hear there's no singing. Anyway, the bad guy in the original Mulan isn't the same bad guy as in this one.
So they're going a little off script.
So what I'm wondering is why, if there's no music, no Mushu, no bad guy, why the fuck even call it Mulan?
For the Chinese audience.
No, fuck that, dude. Like,
Japanese.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
Asian audience.
What I'm
Okay.
saying is that if they went so,
Oriental.
Let's get real racist.
y'all,
Yeah.
listen. If they went so to script with the Balto movie and they called it something else, why would they call this movie Mulan?
Because if they called it something else, people wouldn't give a shit.
They've gone.
But it's Disney Pixar. I'll go see the shit.
Hold on, they've gone to script on
Shan Yu.
So they've gone to script on
most
most of the Disney movies that they've done so far, and that's been met with mixed reviews.
Right.
So maybe they felt like, okay, let's
plus
do it similar, but let's change.
And
it
you know what? You know what I bet? Seeing as how when Aladdin came out and they were like, let's put the genie in all the trailers.
Yes.
And it was Will Smith instead of Robin Williams. Everyone was like, boo this movie.
Sure.
And then it came out and it was pretty okay. Mm-hmm. If they put Mushu in the movie and Chris Rock, that's what I said. Eddie Murphy.
I was like, am I wrong?
And that's what I said. Eddie Murphy wasn't Mushu, then people would be like, dude.
I mean, they probably couldn't get Eddie Murphy. He's had a big year. Plus, Netflix just gave him $70 million to do a stand-up special. So.
I bet Disney could do it better.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The $70 million.
You don't know if Disney could do better than Netflix.
I mean, they're recovering from that Endgame money.
You don't know if Disney...
Hey, what is on your list?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. So my list, my number one I don't give a fuck about is Birds of Prey bullshit, because any DC movie is going to be met with shit in my hand. Which one fills up faster? No. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally going to poop in my hand, go into the movie theater, and see if I can eat as much popcorn as the shit in my hand. But like...
How about spit beer all over you?
I'm glad you guys laugh at me. Like, why do y'all like me?
Because you're awesome.
Why do y'all like me?
Because you're amazing.
So the ones that I want to see,
Okay.
Arrow down.
Don't give a shit about Birds.
Tenet.
Yes.
I want to see that shit.
Looks good.
Looks really
It's
good.
Christopher Nolan.
They could literally put out a movie trailer that just says there's smoke,
Getting really
and
close
then
to my face.
I've been worried. You know what was going to happen.
It's happening.
So picture a black movie screen and just like gray smoke starts to billow out, and the words Tenet come out, and it just says directed by Christopher Nolan.
So
Going to see it. Going to see it.
What
That's
is it
Tenet.
about?
Who knows?
Or
It's
is that
Christopher
what
Nolan.
you... Okay.
Yeah, spy thriller,
Oh, man,
time
I'm sorry.
travel to prevent... It's a time traveling movie to prevent World War III.
Boom. It kind of time traveled. So there's like... Anyway, the one I'm probably the most excited about is Sonic. Because...
Was it Baby Sonic?
No. I mean, kind of. But have you seen it? Oh, my God.
I've seen the preview.
But I love the fan service that Sonic did. They came out with a shit...
And they went back.
And they said, we hear you.
Yeah.
We're going to take this whole thing back, take a loss. But I hope that people go see this movie 14 times in theaters.
Yeah.
So that people can finally hear, like, oh, shit, people actually do care what we put in our movies. It's not going to be like some fucking Birds of Prey shit that we come out with or, any other DC movie. Oh, maybe we have to actually do some fan service here. It's just like... We watch these movies and we fucking care about them, man. Don't do like
listen to us.
Listen to us, man.
Yeah.
Like we watch these movies and I just don't. I hate seeing big budget movies. As soon as I see a movie that I care about, like if it's something that I care about, like a subject or something, like The Witcher, there was a big budget for it. I was not happy for it because I learned that there was a big budget for it, and then turns out it's pretty okay. It's pretty fucking good. Throw a coin to your Witcher. Look that shit up. That shit's a fucking sleeper banger. That's gonna be on the top 20. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. My list. Sonic's off there. Godzilla vs. King Kong. Just found out about it sitting here right now. Just now. I have a super hard penis. You can't see it because it's kind of cold outside. But like,
it's not cold at all.
It's actually really hot in here. I just have a small penis. I have an incredibly average penis. Okay. So Godzilla vs. King Kong. The past two movies that Godzilla's come out with, phenomenal. The King Kong Skull Island, I liked. A lot of people didn't like.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I loved it, but I didn't like it because it was the one movie I kind of hated Sam Jackson for, and I've never done that before. So I was like, "What do I do here, Dad?" You know what I mean? And so that's off my list. Saint Maud, the new A24 horror movie coming out that we don't know much about. I'm sure it's going to be a Satanist little awkward. Scary, off the ropes,
anxiety-ridden movie.
Let's not do
all
it.
A24 films are.
Let us
Anxiety 24. That's what it stands for.
Hey,
Yep. Anxiety 24/7. I figured it out. I finally figured it out.
Let's not do any drugs before we go see this one and see if it's actually as good as we think it is. Not that we did for any of the others, or we ever do any drugs ever. So there's the new Pixar, that's off my list. So the new Pixar movie coming out, or DreamWorks, the new DreamWorks movie is Onward.
Onward. That does look good.
Is it DreamWorks or is it Pixar? I want to say it's Disney Pixar.
Let's find out.
Please do that.
Yes.
So it's a fantasy land filled with monsters and goblins and whatnot, but it's two little goblins or demons or whatever. Pixar. So Disney Pixar. So whatever you want to call them. Their dad has died. So it's like a normal universe, except it's just with fantasy creatures, right?
I would totally see
And their dad has died, and their mom, who is a witch, or their dad was a witch or a wizard or something like that.
A wizard.
And he left some spell for them to find when they become of age, so that he can come back and like have a conversation with them.
and it has Chris Pratt in it, so I'm definitely.
And they got to find it.
No. They find it, but they only have enough to recreate half of their dad. So it's only his pants. It's only his bottom half.
So they weekend at Bernie's his dad pretty much throughout the entire movie.
But the legs are alive.
Yeah.
But he can't talk to them. So their whole journey is trying to get their dad back.
That's cool.
For the conversation that he's going to have after he's already been killed.
I do like that.
It's only, and I know I'm going to bawl my
we should do another 2020 trigger movie.
Definitely.
We're gonna cry to each other again.
Except let me be involved.
I didn't cry.
I cried a lot.
So I can call you all pussies.
I almost did.
Ghostbusters. I'm surprised you guys didn't say Ghostbusters.
Well, it hasn't gotten me yet, so.
Oh, well, you're just the coolest of the cool, aren't you? But Ghostbusters, it looks really fun.
It looks awesome.
It kind of looks serious, which I'm all for. Like,
well, it's what is it? Spangler's grandkids, right? That's supposed to be what
I haven't
the basis
seen.
on.
I
You haven't seen the trailer yet?
No.
Don't.
Yeah.
Just go see the movie.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
And then Paul Rudd is like
Paul Rudd. I'll go see
super
it.
fan of the
Paul Rudd.
original
I'll go see
Ghostbusters.
Is Bill Murray in it?
He's such a
So the
cute
original
person.
cast is set to make a cameo. They don't have a big appearance in this movie, but it's supposed to be Spangler's, R.I.P. to Ivan Reitman.
Yeah.
His grandkids discover all his shit in like this farmhouse in Iowa.
It's got a kid from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Oh yeah, the trailer's done.
They're all kids.
Now, unfortunately, this kid's going to be a kid for a long time. He's got that baby face.
I don't know. He sprouted up pretty fast.
He did get fucking tall as shit.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Long
he's
hair.
going to be carded for cigarettes until he's 21. Because that's the law now. Keep it up. So I want to see a movie called Underwater. It's got Twilight Girl in it. Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the preview.
That's coming out
That's
soon,
the
isn't
Netflix
it?
one.
Yeah,
right?
that's next
Is
week.
that next?
Okay.
It's next week.
They're digging
Depending
at the
on when
bottom
this,
of the ocean.
when this, yeah.
The
You'll go
Abyss.
see
The Abyss.
That one does look good.
Deep Blue Sea.
it. No, it's going to be different from Deep Blue Sea.
There's no LL Cool
There's
J.
no LL Cool J. There's no Smart Sharks.
There's no Two-Face. What's his name? The guy that played
Oh, Thomas Jane.
Two-Face. Yes, he's in
Jane.
Deep Blue Sea.
Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
And the original Punisher. Well, not
The
the
better
original.
Punisher.
The Punisher after Dolph Lundgren.
Okay, wait, one more time.
There we go.
All right. And my last one, man, I'm sorry to take up so much of everyone's
good, you're
time.
good.
But Antebellum is the new Jordan
Peele?
Peele movie. Or the producers of Us and Get Out.
So Blumhouse.
What did I say?
Well, you said Jordan Peele, but I think he's also got a contract with Blumhouse that helps put out those movies.
Well,
so is Antebellum a part of the whole?
No, I don't think it's a universe.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's going to be a universe.
Because I know he's producing the new Candyman remake that's coming out over the summer.
I think he put his name on it, but I don't think he's...
Well, he's producing it. He's not directing the new Candyman or the Candyman reboot.
God, can you stop saying it?
Candyman?
Gotta say it 3 times.
We've already said it 14.
Beetlejuice.
But yes, Antebellum, there's not a lot we know about it, but it looks like another racial tension horror movie.
Ooh, love those.
Do you? Do you know
The only thing I love more than horror movies are ones that are racially tensed.
Do you know a lot about that?
No. Jesus.
So those are mine. I know
good.
that took 8 million.
That is a
hours.
good. That was a
took
girthy
5
list.
seconds, so there you go.
That's a good list. Thank you.
Took your time.
So as far as, you guys kind of talked about a lot, to me, we started the new year off with a fantastic trailer for A Quiet Place
Part 2.
Looks fucking awesome. I'm really looking forward to this, especially that they give us flashbacks as to how this whole thing started. So you get to see, what is it, Emily Blunt? Right.
Blunt.
And then, Cillian Murphy's in the movie as well. There's a few other people.
They don't have names in the movie.
What's that?
They don't have names.
Oh, yeah. So, but, yeah. I mean, the trailer just looks absolutely fantastic. That's coming out in March. New Mutants actually has an official date.
Yeah.
April 3rd, 2020. So we'll actually get to see this movie.
Up.
Yeah. Go in, low expectations.
No, I mean, don't get your hopes up about that date.
Well, I think it's actually going to come out this year because they keep putting it off.
Come out this year.
But
not April 3rd.
And it's, I was looking kind of like at the April schedule.
Mark my words.
Coming up this month, The Gentleman. So Guy Ritchie going back to his roots. This looks like some Snatch shit. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. Yeah. The Asian dude, I can't remember what the hell he's in.
Wow,
he's in fucking Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay. Well, there
you go.
Dude. Extra racist.
Oh, I love that movie.
That movie's awesome.
No, and then, what's his name? Grant.
Oh, no, wait.
Hugh Grant.
That guy's actually in Tokyo Drift, too.
Yeah. I think he's just making shit
He
up.
is.
He was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, for all we know.
Did you guys go see a movie called Parasite this weekend?
Awesome.
So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to The Gentleman. I'm a big fan of British comedies or gangster comedies, and I think nobody does it better than Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad he's kind of going back to his roots, especially just wrapping up Aladdin. What else? Ghostbusters Afterlife, of course. To me, I think what's going to be not just, because nobody's really brought up Black Widow. Black Widow is not essentially really kicking off Phase 4, but it is, because it's more of a flashback movie. But I'm really interested in Eternals, because I think that's going to officially kick off Phase 4 of Marvel, which we're in unknown territory now. We've known since the first Avengers movie that Thanos is looming. There's this big looming figure named Thanos, and then we got more previews of it when Guardians came out, this, that, and the other. But now, we don't know who the next big bad's going to be. Yeah. Now we're going more across the entire universe, across the galaxy. Now they're allowed to bring in new characters thanks to the whole merger. So I'm really looking forward to Eternals just kind of being the official start of Phase 4 for Marvel.
I'm excited for the Eternals for a couple things. I think, number one, it's a lesser known entity, which reminds me very much of Guardians. Which is outstanding. And the other thing is with the Eternals, as you said, it's going to open up to a larger this is where the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the other pieces, which aren't coming for a while, but I think you're going to start to see them introduced. So it's going to give a lot of insight into what's happening next.
Exactly.
Almost even more so than the actual movie itself. I'm looking forward to the Easter eggs that we're going to be presenting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Marvel does a fantastic job of that. And I mean, it's so exciting to see.
Almost an impossible job at that. You know what I mean? Like, only people that watch frame by frame will see, like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
There was a movie theater poster for Blade 14 that's going to come out in 2026.
A Quiet Place, too. There was a dude that broke down the 2-minute trailer, and it was a fucking 15-minute video. I was like, Jesus Christ, you got that much from a 2-minute trailer? So, to me, it's amazing. And then one I'm really looking forward to is Halloween Kills. So
absolutely. That was filmed here, wasn't it?
It was filmed in Wilmington. So big shout outs to Wilmington and UNCW. They filmed not the whole thing, but a lot of scenes. So they're filming them back to back, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. So this year we'll get Halloween Kills. Next year will be Halloween Ends. I can't remember the name of the director, but Danny McBride's on board again as a writer. I thought they did a fantastic job with the reboot. Well, not really reboot. Technically, the last Halloween that came out is Halloween 2. Per se. So you kind of roll out the Rob Zombie shit. You roll out everything that happened after. I thought Rob Zombie did a good job.
Gordon Green.
Perfect. And I believe this is also Blumhouse as well, too.
I don't know. So, but Anthony Michael Hall will be in it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who that?
80s drug addict. Weird Science.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my daughter actually met the sheriff that was in the latest Halloween movie. He did a little meet and greet over at UNCW. I am looking forward to Wonder Woman 84, especially going to see it with your parents. So, we got to keep that tradition going.
Depending on when it comes out, we might be able to see it for my mom's birthday.
True, it is
probably
July.
Summer.
Yeah, it's definitely June or July. Yeah. So, yeah, movies I'm not looking forward to. Even though I enjoyed The Hitman's Bodyguard, there is a sequel coming out called The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Is it not? It's enjoyable. It's a popcorn flick.
It's a popcorn flick. It'll be more around Selma
Hitman's Bodyguard was Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
It was awful.
It
was one of the worst movies I've seen.
I don't know about that.
It was one of the worst.
On this?
Well, I remember watching it, and I love both of those actors, but I don't remember it being that great.
So
I'm not saying it's great. I'm saying it's a decent popcorn
anything
flick.
with Ryan Reynolds is good. Yeah, he just brings it.
I mean, the scene where he's like bitching to the barista,
yes,
and all the violence in the background is classic.
Yeah,
it reminds me a lot of the scene from Let the Right One In.
I don't think Left of You either. I just think that they tried putting the two actors that they have. It's like the same actor. Like I feel like Ryan Reynolds at the age when Ryan Reynolds becomes the age of Sam Jackson, he's gonna be. I'm so sorry.
That's why you always sit over there, man.
When Ryan Reynolds gets to the age of Sam Jackson. No matter what character he plays,
ages very well.
He is Sam Jackson. You know what I mean? When Ryan Reynolds gets to that age,
I hear that
he's going to be the
Alexa,
same thing.
His voice.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you can do that
explicit
version too.
But you know what I mean, though? Does that correlation make sense?
No, it makes sense.
And to have them in the same movie, it's like your bar is set. I love Ryan Reynolds. I love Sam Jackson.
Well, the good news is he was saying he doesn't care about the movie, so he's actually agreeing.
Yeah, so it's called The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I can only imagine it's kind of the same shenanigans. To me, it's one of those one stick movies. It's like I said, it's a popcorn flick. Good.
Taken.
I think you're trying to. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Stop at the first one. Let's not try to keep.
Stop
this going.
taking his family. Stop taking him.
Bill and Ted 3. As much as I enjoyed the first two when I was 8 or 9 years old, however old I was, and I love Keanu Reeves. I mean, who doesn't? The guy's been crushing it for the last few years now.
He's my 2019 favorite person.
Yeah,
that should have been my thing instead of games.
There you go.
If I would have done my research.
But yeah, the Bill and Ted 3, we'll see.
Sometimes is not better, honey.
Yeah, I'm not super stoked about it, but we'll see what happens. But to me, the biggest question mark of this year is going to be Venom Part 2.
Oh yeah,
is that coming out this year?
Yeah, that's what they're projecting for this year. It's got Andy Serkis. So I love him as an actor. He's the director now.
Okay.
So I'm very interested to see how he does as a director because I think he's very talented. Woody Harrelson's going to be Carnage.
Andy Serkis directed something else, didn't he?
Well, he's played in a ton of roles.
I know he has, but as a director, he's
Carnage.
Yeah, so that's how this. So they're
going to take the Venom character. He's going to be like the anti-hero, if you will.
Yeah.
They are going to introduce a even worse villain, and he will be the good guy.
And it's been rumored that Tom Holland will play a cameo in this role because the whole Sony's never going to give up the rights to Spider-Man ever. Let's just face it. Unless Disney flat out buys Sony, which will probably happen in 2025, then they'll buy Warner Brothers, and they'll be the only fucking studio on the planet besides A24. Mm-hmm. That's never going to happen. So they're going to work something out to where they have to introduce Spider-Man somehow into these movies.
He directed the Mowgli movie.
Okay. I never saw
the Jungle
Book.
That's it? Yeah. Well, no, he did a movie called Breathe in 2017. And a TV movie called The Ruins of Empire.
Maybe he's rumored something big. Because
I've heard Yeah, I mean, yes.
No, I think it's something else.
Yeah, no,
maybe I don't know.
Well. But on IMDb, it's nothing past those 4 movies.
All right.
Is that your list?
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to see what he can do as a director, and as far as the sequel, so that to me is my biggest question mark. Like I said, Eternals. I really can't wait to see what Marvel's doing with Phase 4. Of course, as far as TV-wise, which we'll get into that in another episode, we should be getting a lot of the Marvel stuff on Disney Plus, and we'll get into that on the next one. But
I got one more. I was worried that you were going to do this one,
no.
And this kind of falls somewhere in between. Not necessarily don't care. It's something that I'm pumped about, but I'm worried it's not going to be good. As The Many Saints in Newark. It's coming out in September, and that's the Sopranos prequel.
Oh,
it's going to have actually Gandolfini's son is going to play young Tony.
Is this a movie?
Yes, it's a movie. And John Barenthal and Vera Farmiga are going to play Edith, what's his mother's name? Livia and his father.
Yeah,
They're gonna play. Yeah. They're gonna play the characters from the movie. Or from the show. It's gonna be a prequel. We'll see. I'm concerned that they're gonna totally not do well at it. But David Chase is writing it, and one of the main directors from the series is directing the movie. His name's Alan Taylor. So we'll see. But that's another one that I'm looking forward to. That was another one of my honorable mentions. I was worried that
I haven't seen any.
And is this going to be theaters or is this going to be Netflix or HBO?
This list that I have does not say. My guess is it's in September, so we'll get details throughout the year. End of September 25th.
I guess we can go ahead and wrap up with some solo dubs for our first episode of season 3. So big shout outs, of course, to my daughter getting ready to start her second semester at UNCW. Make sure you kick ass, take names, do all that fun stuff. I hope you guys all had a fantastic New Year's. Make sure you subscribe to all of our stuff, everything. Make sure you're listening to the Water Cooler, our little sports division. I'll let Saba go ahead and do that little part of it.
Yeah, Luke and I have, we really took off the last couple months of the year. For a while there, we were coming out with an episode every week or so. Between us traveling to Ohio and, me buying a house, it's just
had a lot going on.
We just haven't had time. So, starting at the beginning of the year, we're going to get back into it. I think, once the NFL season kind of wraps up, as we get through the playoffs, we'll do sort of an end of the football year. We'll do something on college football. We'll do draft previews and all that kind of stuff. So at WC Sports Pod, be on the lookout. Luke Crocker is my boy. I love him. Just get ready. We're going to keep talking sports for all you sports fans out there. Go Browns.
Shout out to my firstborn. She's going to be 6 months.
Oh, happy birthday!
They're getting too old.
Yes.
And then my youngest, who is becoming more and more like me.
Oh, God bless you.
It's not good. Not good at all.
It's a good one.
Congrats, Skylar.
Congrats, Skylar, on getting that opening or that part. I don't even know what part he has in once, but congrats for him.
My brother Skylar shows.
We had one on the 18th until he got this motherfucking show. So
I'm gonna learn to play guitar real quick.
I had to text.
You don't got the hair.
I had to text Danielle from
true.
Bull's Tavern. Love you, girl, so much that we had to cancel. And there's a couple things that I hate in life. And that's when girls ghost you and me having to cancel shows.
Right.
And when girls don't give head. Like those 3 things. Or guys, I don't know. I don't know your life, but I don't know.
As always, ladies and gents. Again, big shout out to my family, not just my daughter, but the whole fam. Had a great time with them over Christmas. The extended fam.
Yes, happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays. Feliz Navidad, all that fun stuff. Happy New Year. We hope you guys all have a fantastic 2020. Keep listening in. Any show ideas, anything you kind of want us to touch on, not yourselves, but as far as topics.
Or yourself. If you want us to touch on yourself.
Hey, for the right price, right over here.
What do we got coming? We'll do a 2020 television preview.
Yeah, we got the
Anything
2020
else you
TV
got cooking?
preview, 2020 gaming preview coming up.
Yes.
We got another Office episode coming up, so a True Blue episode just dedicated to The Office. Parks and Rec. I think we're doing Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
I want to do
a lot of stuff.
We're doing the Family Feud shit.
We're doing goddamn Family Feud.
Family Feud episode. Lots of stuff.
I want to do a 2020 hate train so that I can just get it off my motherfucking chest.
Hate.
And also a 2020 bartender gripes and shit like that.
There we go.
So be ready.
It.
Be listening.
I like it.
Yeah! Victory! And anger management? Fuck anger management.